So we've been using this company for about a week now. We've got Wyze here also, and then I've installed the Eufy Cam solar system, whereas they've sent me this new one. This is a solar system camera, and as you can see, it's got a panel and everything that comes with it. This is supposed to be a 4 megapixel camera. Now on top, I don't know why, but it says 3 megapixel here. Online it says 4 megapixels. So we're gonna compare the sensor on this to the sensor that's on here and see if we can tell any difference. But at the same time, this one doesn't need a power source. I'm gonna have my son open this and I'm gonna kind of give you guys some info as we go over it. Now, as far as notifications and things, the notifications do not go off like other cameras I've used. Now, if this is just a fluke, we'll see, because we're gonna put this on the front of the house, which gets a whole lot of traffic and things like that. With the Wyze system, we pay for a subscription, and it just seems that they go off for everything. I mean, any little thing that you do, that it sends a notification and you almost become numb to it. These have not been doing that, so that's really exciting. But I'll show you guys in the video some of that. Here's the stats on it. It's a built-in battery. It's got a solar panel that's 3.8 watts. Smart IR, PTZ. This can completely spin around and do 360s, but you can see here it's in the dome. So it's just like this one, where it can spin completely around in a circle, and then it can float backwards and forwards and spin all the way around. I'm gonna let him go ahead and open it, and then I'll talk about the things that are in there and kind of show you what comes in a box. So you can see here, you've got your instructions. This will tell you how to install it, how to use it, how to add it to the app, things like that. Here's the panel. This is a 3.8 watt solar panel. It's got a mount on the back, and then it's got a plug right here that's going to plug into the back of your camera to give it solar power. I'll be curious to see how this does in the winter. We've got an open view, so it should be just fine, but we'll see. Here's the camera. Can you get that out? It's kind of hard to do, ain't it? Let's see. Let's get these couple out here. Let's look and see here. So here's the connector for either the panel or the camera. I'm gonna guess that's for the panel, so you can tilt it any way you need to. That'll screw right into the back of the panel. Here's another plug.
Use my superpower.
Use your superpowers. Here's some more mounting hardware.
Oh, why can we not get this out?
Here, I'll show you an easy way to get it out. Let's just turn it over and then just kind of pick up on the box. There we go. All right.
Now it's...
Here's another spot for your camera. So this will mount to the wall, and then your camera will hook into this. And I'll put it up and show you the installation of it. You get that out of there, buddy?
I'm getting it out.
So it's a big camera. Let's look at the sensor of this one compared to this. They're definitely different sensors, but as far as looking at them, I mean, my eye can't really tell how they do 4 megapixel to 3. You guys can see it here, but this is a much bigger camera because of the built-in battery. I mean, that thing must have a big battery in it. I'm excited to see how this does compared to the other one. So you can see here, you've got your plug-in on the side here, and on top, you've got for power, micro SD. So let's open that up and see inside there. So you can see here to turn it on and off manually. And then your micro USB or SD card goes in right here. And that's in case you don't want to pay for their subscription. But now we don't pay for the subscription on this one here. And so far, it has performed flawlessly and gives you video and stuff like that. But this one here, you can see that it's got the lights on the side of it to light up and give you colored vision at night, and then it's also got the night vision camera built into it. Pretty slick deal. Here's the numbers on it. I'll put a link in the bio for this, but let's get this mounted up, see how it works. All right, so I wanted to show you guys this. Normally, I mount these up and under the eave, just like I've got this one. But the problem I've noticed with this is if it turns on night vision or it has bright lights, like this one's gonna have up and under here, when it shines, if it reflects off of anything in here, or if you have soffit lights like we do, it tends to mess with the night vision. At least it did on these Wyze cameras. Now this is the first gen, and I had mounted the second gen over there, as you can see on the wall. You might can see, you might not. But I wanted to mount this on the very tip of this eave so that it was completely out away from everything, and if it was using light or anything like that, it could use it to the full advantage of the yard. So I took and screwed this to the top of my gutter. The only problem I had was this was too close and it tilted the whole camera. So I went and got these little spacers and put on it, and this one's a rubber one for vibration, and this is a plastic one, and that leveled it out so it would sit perfectly level. And now it's sturdy, it's sitting to it. These are 6-inch gutters. I've got some waspers flying around up here by me, but anyway, we're gonna see how this works. I think that it'll work perfect. But basically you've got a piece up here that is on top, and you click this and turn this and it comes out of this piece. So let's say you wasn't getting enough sunlight, or you needed to charge it separately and you couldn't put the panel on it, you could take that down in a matter of seconds. It literally just pops right off there and the whole camera will go with you. We're gonna mount the solar panel right on top of this, and I'm gonna show you guys that in a second. All right, so this is set up and you can see the solar panel here. Our sun rises over there and goes up and over the house. And so this should get plenty of solar during the day. It's gonna get it all morning, all the way through the day until almost sundown, which goes over in the eve. But with the battery size of this, should do very well, but we'll see over time. Now you can see how I've got this mounted. I've just put the wire right here on a bolt inside here, a long screw, and then this plugs into the back for your solar power, and this has the ability to swing all the way around 90 degrees wherever it's at. So this is going to give me full visibility all the way around this side, all the way around through here, and all the way over to the other side of the house, so I can see everything that's going on in the front of my house at any time. Curious to see how this sensor and 4 megapixel camera does. This is a 1080p one, and I'll show you some video quality of our 2K one, Pro Wyze one that's over there, compared to this, which is 2K 4 megapixel sensor. All right, so as you can see on here, this is a live video, and I'm going to zoom around and kind of show you how well it works. Remember, this is just battery power. When I first put this in, it had about 32 to 34%. Within 30 to 40 minutes, it was up to about 43 or 44% from about 5 o'clock on. And I've got it on the 2K setting, and I'm zooming around here. Now, every now and then, I've noticed with these cameras that it takes them sometimes up to 10 seconds to boot up. So, like if you go to the app, click the camera, it'll say connecting and kind of give you a spinning view. And you can see it was a little bit glitchy right there as far as it going down. We've just plugged these up and put it on the app. So we'll give it a few days to see how it does. But overall, it's got really, really good picture quality. And you'll see that in comparison to the other two cameras. It's to be a battery powered unit, costing roughly 50 to 60 bucks. This is a nice camera. Now here's my Wyze version 2 Pro 2K camera that's plugged in. You can see it. I mean, both of them have good clarity, but this one's fully 360 movable and doesn't require a battery. So that's a huge plus. I'll let you guys be the judge. I do prefer the Wyze app. Now, this is a Eufy 4K camera with the solar panel built in on top. I'm going to zoom in on the grass in a minute. I don't know that I can tell the difference in the 4K and 2K. I'm sure it does have some advantages, but this camera system here is much more expensive than the other two. This is a recording in heavy rainfall. You can see the droplets and stuff. Now, it doesn't do it any justice. It's raining extremely hard right now, and the picture quality is excellent even with the rain. It's like it doesn't even really affect it. And it's out as far out. There's no eave over this or anything. You can kind of tell there how hard it's raining. This is at night. You can see the picture quality in this. I'm going to zoom around and I'll show you. This is with the white light on, so it's going to give you colored night vision. Now I'll shut that off in a minute and it'll just be black and white. Um, it's it's pretty good to not be plugged in and just using the lights that are built into the camera. I still don't like that this doesn't give me notifications that say person or pet or vehicle. That's something you have to pay for with this camera, unlike the other camera that we've got in the last video from this company. I'm not sure why they took that away. Maybe in the AI it takes too much battery, but they want you to pay for it now. But one thing it didn't do is it didn't go off all night because of bugs. So I was impressed with that. Here it is with just the black and white. So it's just true night vision. The newer Wyze cameras do have this, but they prefer to be in color mode. So you can see the light bouncing off that tree there. That's the only thing that's bad about these. If you've got anything that's close to them that they turn to, when the light flashes on them, it protrudes back the glare, and then you can't see as good. Now you can see here, it takes it a second to connect up and get it to where it's live view. It's done that sometimes on all of these. I'm not really sure why, but this you can see how you can look at it through the app without having to go full view. So here I can pause it, play it, pan around with the full view without even going into the main screen. You can also turn on your light, the alarm, anything like that that you want to do. You can do it right there without actually going into the main view of it. You can see the Wi-Fi, the battery life, your notifications. The little mailbox up there is the notifications that you've got, and it'll show you once you go in there all of them that you've got. Here it is connecting, and like I said, it does that from time to time. I'm not really sure why. Here's some of the settings that you guys can look at. It has a lot of things and a lot of features that Wyze doesn't, like a sleep thing, the auto flicker. It actually has true night vision without having to have light, where it can do black and white. Eufy's the same way. You can change the camera name and things like that. Here's a flashlight and an audible alarm. So if it gets motion and you want it to scare someone off, it'll flash the light or do an audible alarm. It's a really nice feature. Wyze does have that. And the sleep thing. So after the camera sees a bunch of stuff just repetitively, it'll kick off for a minute without recording so that it's not driving you crazy and sending you notifications for no reason. Now, the other thing is, this does not send you person and pet individual notifications like the original one that we got does. Thought that was a huge feature. I don't know why they didn't do that for this camera. Now, we've got another new one that we're going to test. I really like that, so I know if it's a pet or a human that pops up on there.
All right, so I've had this up for 2 days, and I'll tell you who it's for. I think it's for remote locations, and probably one of the cheapest solar panel kits that you can get. The camera picture quality is good, and as far as the night vision and stuff like that, all that works really well. The app works really well, but with them not having the AI for free in this one, whereas it doesn't give you pet or person notifications, it seems like this camera goes off just like some of the Wyze ones do, to where it'll go off for anything. So just like today, the sun casting down on the yard or changing with the clouds, or like this tree shake or something like that, just in 4 to 5 hours I probably got 70 notifications from it, and it just says motion every time, and I'll look at most of them and there's nothing going on in it. So this one has an issue where it goes off a whole lot for no reason. I don't know if that's built into the software or what. Now, the one we have on the back, of course, it's not out front and it's under an eave. It tends to not go off unless it's really just a human or a pet, which is what I've got it set to. This one so far is just going off for anything that happens. I do like the camera, and I do think it has a place, but if you have the ability to get the wired version of this, which is the first video I made, and you can plug it into your soffit like right here like we've got, that's what I would do. Because the other one, you get the AI for free in it and you're not paying for a subscription, whereas this one you have to pay $2 to $8 to have the subscription built into it. Now, if you're somewhere remote and you just want to be able to look around and check your stuff out, this is an excellent camera for that. I really like this camera. It's a neat deal. But I think that it's for the average homeowner. If you've got a camera that you're putting up for true security and it's just going off all the time, you kind of become numb to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap that camera on our back porch and put it up here and try it. And then they've also sent us another 2K camera that's like this one, but it's way more compact and it has a solar panel with it. But it's got AI and a bunch of other stuff built in. So I'm hopeful that it'll work like the back one does and not just go off for everything. Whereas this one, unless you're paying for the subscription, it just goes off for any motion whatsoever.